In the last episode of the AMU.
What's your name?
Jared.
What's your date of birth?
1996.
Okay, you know this stuff, right? Hold on, stop. But you know this stuff. But are you lazy?
No.
Yes, you are. You're lazy. Why wouldn't you go fit? There was this post the other day where the girls showed their abs on stage. They work so hard to get abs and get shredded. I can't believe that. That's child. If my kids are out of shape and I'm their father and I'm their parent, that's because they're following me. Now I'm in shape. I want to be in a...
Welcome back to the Bubba YouTube channel. We got a late night AMU Alpha Male Universe episode, and the returning feature is going to be Elliot. Now I can't stand this lame, so much so that I've literally worked all day at my job. I've trained, I worked out, and now I'm here roasting this lame. I mean, this guy looks like ball skin that's been stretched out way too far. I mean, this guy looks like beef jerky, and he wants to sit here and say he's the most alpha man of them all or whatever, some stupid bullshit always with these lames, right? I can't stand this guy, right? In my previous video, I talked about how he basically pimped out his own daughters for his grift. I mean, it is just absurd. It's nasty. The situation is so bad that, you know what, I was like, I have to make another video talking about this because people need to be aware about this. And, you know, I'm done asking for likes and subscriptions. Honestly, I feel like that shit's just so corny. It's not me, right? But you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna ask for you to hit that like button so this video spreads. Really helps out. And yeah, that's the last time I'm asking. And then in the future, you guys can do it, whatever, right? For live streams, you know, I'll hype it up, but you know what it is anyway. Yeah, so that's enough rambling. Let's get in the flow, stay together, and let's get this show on the road.
Girls, show them the six pack. Let's see if you got it. My daughters, Sophia and Kira, before we did this event, it was about 2 months ago, I said, hey, we're going to go to Dubai. They're 12 and 9, and they're like eating junk food and running around like most kids. And I said, hey, you guys want to really push yourself? I said, if you guys can get a six pack by the David Goggins event, I'm going to take you guys on a shopping spree with whatever you want. I don't care. Girls, show them the six pack. Let's see if you got it. Don't be shy. Show them your six pack. She's 12 years old. She's 9 years old. And some of you are like, oh, put your daughter's clothes on. It's called fitness, idiot. I don't know what family you live in, but we're a fitness family. We take care of ourselves. We want to be an example for other kids. To give anybody a message, there's a mic. What would you say?
You have to stop wishing and you have to start working. Pain is temporary, but regret lasts forever.
Tell them like you want to change their life.
If you want respect, then earn it. Stop making excuses.
There's no way in any world is that appropriate to have his daughters on the stage, completely uncomfortable, mind you, right? They look like they don't want to be there. Elliot, in my opinion, is a big major creep that was basically trying to pimp his daughters out under the umbrella message of, oh, we're a fitness family, so it's okay for me to tell my daughters to show their bodies to a crowd of men and women and blah, 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 even though they're completely uncomfortable with it, inappropriate. Oh, you know, anything for the Benjamin, right? Anything, no morals, everything just doesn't exist anymore. It's 2025, right? No more rules. Only thing that matters is that you're rich, bitch, right? So that's just like the crazy thing to me is that this guy literally thought it was appropriate to pimp his own daughters out. And you saw him say how young they are. I mean, it's just disgusting. And they look like they don't want to be there. And oh my God, you know, I'm not roasting these girls, right? Because they're just a victim of their environment. They're a victim of their circumstance. So when I do say this, I just want you to keep that in mind, right? Is that when they were trying to say their motivational speech or whatever, it just came off totally as scripted. It came off as being coached. It didn't sound organic at all. And I want you to understand, I'm not roasting these little girls, right? I just really want you to understand that. What I'm really trying to make the point is that Elliot is using his own daughters to grift or make like this weird family image when he's not. I mean, look at these two lames, right? This is the weirdest couple I've ever seen in the AMU space. I mean, come on, put your tongues away. I don't want to know what you're doing to that nasty shriveled up beef curtains over there. Like, and some people are gonna say, oh, you know what, Bubba, you're taking it too far. You're attacking his wife. Well, fuck his wife, man. Because seriously, the wife is part of this grift. So when people are like, Bubba, that is too far, that's dishonorable, go fuck yourself. I honestly don't even care anymore. Like, I really don't care. So let's continue on with the clip, because you know what? I personally think that this guy is also a stolen valor lame, and let's get into that. Alright, so kick your feet back because we got a whole lot to talk about in this section of the video. Now, for some reason in the AMU, there has been this rampant problem of stolen valor. Like, it is out of control in the Alpha Male universe. Recently, Ben Azule has claimed to be like a special forces tier 1 clear unit where he operated all over the world, okay? So we have that lame in that corner claiming that bullshit, right? We have Clinton Dye, who he did serve in the Marine Corps, but has claimed that he stacked bodies, right? So I don't know, maybe comment down below. It's like borderline stolen valor. That one's a little bit more of a gray area. That guy's just a fucking lame, right? And then Wes Watson's claimed in the past that he was a Navy SEAL. That can be supported by Dubs. I'm pretty sure Dubs has made a video years ago talking about that. And I'm trying to think if there's any other lame recently that, I don't know. It's just there. It's a problem, right? So that's 3 examples, okay? Well, now I got Andy Elliot. Now, Andy Elliot has always come across to me as a fucking lame. If you look at his hoodie right now, he's got like the Elliot Army, okay? And before any hater hits me with the, well, you're called Bubba Army. Well, I don't have the American flag on the shoulder of Bubba Bros, right? Like, we don't really take it that seriously. If you want a flag, here's a flag, okay? It's gonna be Pug Bubba, Bubba Pug. I guess that's gonna be the flag of Bubba Army, right? However, Andy Elliot, he wears his Elliot Army. He's got the United States flag on his shoulder, and then he's got the star, right? And you know what? The star is not, I don't think it's a random thing on there, you know what? Because that is a common symbol to represent United States Army. So it's just too much, like, I don't know, like the eyebrow rate, it's just way too much, you know what? Like, you know, god damn it, man, I do all these things in one take. Sometimes I mess up, but you know what? I'm just kind of getting pissed off, you know, because I just can't stand this type of behavior. And so Alan Pitts, right, he left this comment, okay, and I check out all of my comments. I don't always reply, but I'm always paying attention to what he said. And this guy had this to say. You know, I do trust him because he's been a long time viewer of the channel, so I'm going to take his word as truth. So let's go ahead and read it. This guy's been doing this for a long time and was caught at my Ranger School graduation at Fort Benning in a Class A uniform with a Ranger tab on it. He was walking around wearing captain rank and getting attention from the families of us who graduated. We graduated August 28th, 2009. He was offering soldiers workout programs. Can't remember if he was charging or what, but none of us need that. We worked out together daily. It was weird. And that's a rather specific story that Alan Pitts mentions in this clip, right? And, you know, I was like, okay, that's very strange. And it would honestly kind of align with some of this sus behavior. And well, he had this to further expound on it. So this comment got some people's attention, right? And somebody replied saying, hold on. So nobody said anything to him wearing a false rank and Ranger tab, ? Merck then says, please tell me someone checked him. Now, Alan Pitts replies saying, the Ranger instructors confronted him after he talked to people. I don't know if someone told on him for being a weirdo or they just noticed him. The MP's military police did show up, but we left and didn't really care at the time as we just graduated Ranger school and wanted to leave. He still claims people he works with are like special forces guys and a bunch of other wild stuff too. He's even said that Navy SEALs have come to him for mentoring in a video. Now, what is kind of sad is that David Goggins has completely sold his soul out in this whole coach grifting thing. I don't understand why that guy, David Goggins, who earned his trident, right? He went into this whole bullshit scam field. I really don't understand it. So I think the only truthful thing that maybe can be said in this in terms of Andy Elliott's bullshit claims is that he's had a Navy Navy SEAL come to him for mentoring, and that guy being David Goggins. Don't believe me? I mean, there's this picture right here. Yeah, they have some collaboration or whatever. I mean, it's honestly sad to say that David Goggins is part of the AMU, the Alpha Male universe, but that's a conversation for another time. So we have all this stolen valor bullshit, right? I mean, I'm in the camp that I just think that Andy Elliot, he's trying to say that he was in while also trying to say that he wasn't. But then also Alan Pitts, my bad, has this story talking about how Andy Elliot just straight up just rips it off. The stolen valor, wearing a uniform that he didn't earn, walking around in a rank he didn't get, with a tab he never went to school for. So yeah, you know what? Honestly, fuck Andy Elliot. And let's go on to this final clip as to like the final nail in the coffin why I don't like this lame.
Everybody, pay attention. Don't get distracted. The reason why some of you guys can't grow, someone will move behind me and you'll look over. Don't look. Pay attention right here. Maybe you've been trying to say, man, I want to get rich. It doesn't stir you up. How about this? Is there someone in your family that you don't want to be? Is there? Is there someone that you know you're like, I don't want to be like that? There's no one you don't want to be? You see a loser, you don't want to be like him? Listen to me. You don't always have to know who you want to be, but sometimes you need to know who you don't want to be. You like lazy people? I don't like lazy people either. Do you guys like lazy people? Okay, so when I see a lazy person, I'm like, bam, God showed me a lazy person, so I know what one looks like. I don't want to look like that. Is anyone looking up to lazy people? Yes or no? Is anyone looking up to low performers? Yes or no? I'm going to tell all of you guys something really quick. If you're broken in this room and you've done some stuff you're really ashamed of, God uses people that have had the biggest struggles and makes the biggest testimonies out of them. Listen to me. If you're dead broke and you're in this room in your last place, I can take you to the top of the damn board.
God forbid somebody walk behind Andy Elliot while he's talking. Like, what the hell? Like, the dude has a God complex. I mean, honestly, I get it, right? Who wants to be lazy? Nobody. But this is the wrong messenger, right? This guy's a fucking idiot, man. I mean, what has this guy actually accomplished other than finesse people's money from them? I hate that we live in the world where money rules all, where, oh, if you have a bunch of money, then someone can just go around saying, I'm so successful, bro. Yeah, well, how did you acquire that money? I mean, the guy hasn't produced any actual like product. He hasn't made a company. I mean, yeah, he has a company. The company's a coach scripted bullshit, mind, body, soul shit, right? All that stuff. That's not a real company. It's not a real service or anything. It's all fugazi. It's all fake. I mean, the only thing this guy does is run his mouth. Now, don't get me wrong. If the guy decided to go into the hub industry and he fucking blabbed his lips all over someone's shaft, maybe he'd be a superstar in that industry. And then you know what? Then I have to give my respect because he's actually accomplished something. I mean, this guy would be slobbering with how much this fool talks. All this guy does is yap, yap, yap. You know what? I'm sick and tired of it. I can't handle it. I'm gonna go to sleep, man. So you know what? I'll catch y'all later. See you tomorrow. See you whatever day. I don't know. And you know what? Hopefully you swing on by the Bubba Discord. Peace out, y'all.